EA Sports, so proud to bring you continuing coverage of the world of golf. And today, we find ourselves on the rugged coastline of Carmel Bay at the legendary Pebble Beach Golf Links. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joining you here today. And by my side in the tower, as always, is Frank Nobilo. And Frank, when I look to my right, over the Monterey Peninsula toward the Pacific Ocean, I always think this is what they mean when they sing "From Sea to Shining Sea." Pebble Beach never does disappoint.
It has to be on everybody's wish list. I don't really care what level of your standard of play is. The best players in the world want to play here, and I have friends really that just took up the game, for example, like a year ago, and that's always where they want to go. Can I get a round at Pebble Beach?
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
130 yards left to the flag. It's a nice round number. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light. It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. So from the fairway to the green, 2 putts and in. That's a good, solid par here at first. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
Speed, not break, will be the issue here as it picks up momentum going down the slope.
"11 feet away." Really nice right there. That was a touchy one, but it's in for a par. Third hole, Frank, this is a fun little par 4. Not too long, but the emphasis here is on putting the ball in the right spot, isn't it?
It certainly is. You have to know how far you carry it, because if you take a line at that sort of third bunker there on the right side, on a direct line at the left edge of that, it's about 250 yards to get to the sort of start of the fairway. From there, you're only 100 yards in, so just find your point, your aiming point.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So a slightly elevated green, deep bunkers on both sides. Frank, what's the trick here on the second shot?
Well, if you're going to go sort of right of the flag here, Rich, then you've got to know the carry on those first of the 2 bunkers on the right side. You really don't want to mess with those because they have some deep lips. That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. How's that for a lag putt? Beautifully judged there. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. With Stillwater Bay on the right, this is Pebble's picturesque 33-yard par 4 fourth. Tee shot could be anything from long iron to driver, but beware of the 9 bunkers surrounding the fairway and green. Just what you want to do. Land it in the fairway, get a little bit of rollout, and that is a good shot. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. And that needed to get down much sooner. That's on the green, but a good ways back there. Look here at birdie.
And this really is all about visualization. You've got to see the line in your head, pick out a spot, maybe a foot and a half in front of you, and aim for that.
"13 feet away." Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Just like that, with a bogey, goes from level par to 1 over. First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left, but this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yep, good solid stroke there and a nifty up and down out of the green side bunker. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, a chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5.
In range, but that is anything but.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. Tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Now this for birdie.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hand steady and the wrist quiet, making sure you get it started on line.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. Now to one of the most picturesque par fours in the world, the 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par four anywhere in the world. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
It's an excellent iron play there. Takes advantage of the good lie and just knocks it stiff. So now eyeing this one for birdie. You bet. Easy as can be. That's in for birdie. Frank, as you know, depending on the time of year, you could see gray whales out on Carmel Bay, sea otters feeding on abalone, sea lions sunbathing on the rocks, or you could see none of it because this 9th hole absolutely demands your full attention.
Well, there's a different sort of mammal trying to play this hole. That first bunker on the left side, that shouldn't be in play, but this hole tilts so much from left to right, I think it sort of funnels you towards the sea otters and the whales.
This maybe a touch right. Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. This is an 11-foot putt. Okay, drop shot though. It is a bogey at the 9th, and that'll be a 2 over 37 for this outward 9. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved.
EA Sports is proud to bring you coverage of PGA Tour golf. Today from 17 Mile Drive on the Monterey Peninsula and historic. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Navalo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. And there's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
So the tee shot misses right. Now the second here at 1. Nah, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. Okay, that's acceptable there. Sizable putt from 16 feet. Okay, just the one drop shot, as that's in for a bogey. Moving now to the 507-yard par 5 second, where decisions must be made. Go for the green in 2 and risk losing it in the barranca, or hold back and lay up. Either way, this is a place to score. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Yeah, nothing like a par 5 to help you out after a tough start. Birdie for it, the second, and it gets him back to even par. Well, Frank, here we are at the third. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And, well, depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. From about 8 feet. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Well, this is where Pebble Beach starts to look like Pebble Beach in all its glory and magnificent beauty. It's only 333 yards. Off the tee, you can hit driver, maybe make an eagle, knock it up on the green. We have seen guys do that. Or you can play it safe, long iron off the tee. Either way, you're thinking 3 at 4. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his second. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
Still have to be aware of the slope coming downhill, but not a ton of break in this.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. One over for the day. So here we are, Frank, the fifth hole, the first of the 4 par 3s at Pebble Beach. It doesn't get all the love that some of the others do, but this one has the players' attention. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it certainly does, Rich. Everybody wants to take a picture, down by the 17th hole, famous par 3. Remember Jack Nicklaus's one on, but believe me, I think this hole is every bit as tough as 17.
Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5 sixth. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. that's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. From the fairway, Noda, this is third.
Couple nice shots up to this point. Ball sitting in the fairway, looking straight at this beautiful green, sitting right against the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, well done there. And back to even par now on the day. Frank, the 7th tee is almost spiritual. You just want to hit a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that green. And then you want to stare out at the Pacific just with a whole lot of gratitude.
Yeah, when I first played it, Rich, I couldn't help but be sort of in love with the beauty of the surrounds. Plus, I couldn't believe how short the hole was. And I thought, well, this is sort of, you could almost throw it on the screen. And then I played it on a windy day.
Here we go. Oh, that's a good-looking shot just left of the flagstick, and he'll have that left for his birdie. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliff and a yawning chasm below. Going with the 7-wood here at the short par 4, and that's going to be right where you want it to be. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't hash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Okay, it's a misstep here. It's a bogey, and that score will move back into the black. +1 now on his front side.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there. But you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par fours in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go in the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. Oh, it's going to trundle right on down the slope. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
It's right around 117 yards to the front of the green. 130 is the number to the flag. And the pin on the left portion of the green.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. So yet another wonderful day at Pebble Beach. Though, Frank, it's not finished yet, though the sun is beginning to set. You and I are heading to Carmel for dinner tonight. What time do you want me to pick you up?
6:45, my man. The sun should be just setting by there this time of the year. And of course, the big decision is, do we go to the whaling station, sardine factory? I don't know. And also, who's paying?
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.